You've heard the news. On July 13th, the price of a first-class stamp is going up again, this time to 78 cents. The official story is that this USPS stamp price increase is necessary. Unavoidable. A tool to fix a broken system. But what if I told you this isn't about inflation? What if it's about a fundamental, multi-billion-dollar economic miscalculation? The USPS is raising prices to make more money, but the data shows it's actually making their financial crisis worse. In this video, we're not just talking about 5 cents. We're exposing the failing economic theory that could bring down the entire U.S. Postal Service. Stick around, because the story behind this little piece of paper is not what you think. The United States Postal Service tells us this is all part of a grand strategy, the Delivering for America plan. It's a 10-year roadmap launched in 2021 to modernize the service and, most importantly, achieve financial stability. The main tool in their toolbox? Price adjustments. Lots of them. Since 2021, we've seen 6 price hikes, taking a forever stamp from 58 cents to the new 78 cents. The logic seems simple: raise prices, increase revenue, solve the problem. But when we look at the actual financial reports, the story completely falls apart. In fiscal year 2023, after multiple price hikes, the USPS reported a net loss of $6.5 billion. In 2024, it got worse, a net loss of $9.5 billion. And for 2025? They are projecting another massive loss of $6.9 billion. The strategy isn't working. The losses aren't shrinking, they're growing. And here's the other side of the coin: mail volume is in a freefall. Since 2020, the USPS has lost 13 billion pieces of mail. In fact, from 2022 to 2023, first-class mail saw its largest single-year drop in a decade, a drop bigger than the one during the pandemic. Look at this. As the price goes up, the volume goes down, and the losses get bigger. The official story and the financial reality are moving in opposite directions. So, what's really going on here? To understand that, we need a quick masterclass in economics. This is the concept at the heart of the USPS's multi-billion-dollar blunder: price elasticity of demand. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. It just measures how much the demand for a product changes when its price changes. Think of it like this. If the price of life-saving insulin goes up, people will still find a way to pay for it. Demand doesn't change much. That's called inelastic demand. But if your favorite pizza place doubles its prices overnight, you'll probably just order from somewhere else. Demand drops significantly. That's elastic demand. The critical mistake the USPS is making is treating all mail as if it's inelastic, like insulin, when a huge portion of it, especially commercial and marketing mail, is highly elastic, like pizza. And this isn't just a theory. Independent economic analysis has called the USPS's own modeling deeply flawed. Here's the proof. After the rate increases in 2023, revenue from marketing mail didn't go up. It decreased by $920 million as its volume plummeted by 7.7 billion pieces. This is a classic sign of elastic demand. The price hike was so significant that it drove away more business than the extra revenue it generated from those who stayed. While some first-class mail is essential, you have to pay your bills, the vast bulk mail from businesses is not. They have budgets. They have alternatives, like digital advertising. When postage gets too expensive, they simply stop mailing. The USPS is destroying demand in its most price-sensitive categories, and it's crippling their finances. If you're finding this breakdown of the economics useful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is a valuable analysis, and it really helps the channel. Now, let's look at how this flawed theory ripples out into the real world. This isn't just an internal problem for the post office. The USPS is the backbone of a massive $1.9 trillion sector of the U.S. economy, supporting nearly 8 million jobs. When the USPS makes a bad decision, the dominoes start to fall everywhere. Think about the direct mail industry. For financial services, insurance companies, and utilities, these price hikes can mean tens or even hundreds of thousands in added mailing costs. At a certain point, it's not a cost they can just absorb, it's a reason to abandon the channel altogether. For publishers and nonprofits, who rely on affordable rates for magazines and fundraising appeals, these constant, above-inflation increases threaten their entire business model. And for millions of small businesses, who lack the bargaining power of huge corporations, rising postage is a direct hit to their marketing budget, stifling their ability to grow. The price hike isn't just a fee, it's a powerful incentive for the USPS's biggest customers to find an exit. It actively accelerates the very mail volume decline the service is trying to fight. This brings us to the most dangerous part of this story, the destructive, repetitive cycle this has created. It works like this. Step 1. The USPS faces a revenue shortfall. Step 2. It raises rates across the board, citing the need for funds. Step 3. Commercial mailers, facing higher costs, cut back their mailings, causing mail volume to drop. Step 4. Because of the lost volume, the USPS's revenue fails to meet its projections, and the financial shortfall gets even bigger. And that larger shortfall becomes the justification for the next price hike. It's a financial death spiral. And the Delivering for America plan isn't stopping it. In fact, it seems to have institutionalized it, with plans for semi-annual price hikes slated to continue through 2027. This unsustainable trajectory is what fuels the constant political battles over the Postmaster General and the recurring, heated debates about privatizing the entire service. They are symptoms of this core, failing economic strategy. We're about to put this all together, but if you want to stay informed on the hidden economic forces shaping our world, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We break down complex topics like this every week, and you don't want to miss what's next. So, the next time you buy a 78-cent stamp, remember what it really costs. It's not just 78 cents. It's a symbol of a broken economic model, a financial death spiral, and a looming threat to a universal service that connects 169 million American addresses 6 days a week. The USPS stamp price increase isn't a solution, it's a symptom of a much deeper problem. A problem born from a fundamental misunderstanding of the very market it serves. The question is no longer if this strategy will fail, but what will be left of the Postal Service when it does. This is a complex issue with no easy answers. What do you think is the future of the USPS? Is there a better way to achieve financial stability? Let me know your theory in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this analysis valuable and want to see more, watching all the way to the end is one of the best ways to support the channel. Thanks for watching.